May 20th, 2025. It is now 4:30. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence after?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. Cynthia, roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Here.
Kabaki.
Here.
Mosley Shelton.
Here.
Myrick.
Here.
Poppridge.
Here, for the record, all 5 are present here. Number 3, declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications.
None were received.
Okay, brings us to number 5, our homebound conditional forgivable loan approval. Looks like we have 2 applicants, Natalie Valario at 1326 170th Place and Diego Jimenez at 918 Willow Court.
Good afternoon, Commission. We have Natalie, who is applying for the forgivable loan. She will receive $10,000 to purchase 1326 170th Place. She is a public school teacher.
Okay, welcome.
Nice. In
Thank you for
Hammond.
coming out.
I'm just going to ask you a couple of really quick questions, nothing stressful. So how did you hear about our program?
So I was asking my lender, just first-time homebuyer grants or programs that were available to me. And so she was researching for me and she found the Hammond homebound one. I was like, well, that's perfect. And then I saw that they're eligible for teachers, people who live in Hammond. So I was like, well, I fit those categories, so go ahead and do it.
So may I ask who's your lender?
Romoff Mortgage,
Ruoff?
yeah. Cindy Jansky?
Jansky? Okay.
Yeah.
We're both realtors.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be next question. Who is your
Jeff McCormick.
Oh,
Okay, McCormick.
oh, anyway. That's fine. I have no further questions. Anyone else have any questions for Ms.
No, it's great to see someone, a teacher, and take advantage of the program, and glad to see
Yeah.
you reside here in Hammond.
Yeah, and I've lived in Hammond my whole life, and I went to high school and school here, so,
It's nice.
Thanks for staying.
yeah.
What about Mr.
Yeah, Mr. Jimenez.
Thank you for coming.
Mr. Jimenez will also receive $10,000 for the forgivable loan to purchase 918 Willow Court.
We're asking the same question. How did you hear about our program?
I heard about the program through my lender and my realtor as well.
So, who's your lender? Who's your
My lender, well, I went through American Portfolio Mortgage, I believe in Cherville. Yeah.
So who's your realtor? Not realtor. Who's your realtor?
Let me see.
He must-
Alondra Lopez.
Okay. Are you a first-time home buyer?
Yeah.
I have no further questions. Anyone else have any questions? Well, Mr. President, if there's no further questions or discussion, I'd like to make a motion for the approval, the homebound conditional forgivable loan for Natalie Valario. It's 1326 170th Place, and Diego Jimenez at 918 Willow Court.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made then by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Talmadge. With no further questions then,
It's okay.
roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Kabaki.
Yes.
Mosley Shelton.
Yes.
Myrick.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes with 5 yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Was
Thank
the
you.
party.
All right.
We like partying.
You're welcome to stay, or if you want to be excused, you may. Thank you.
Aw.
Okay, number 6, approval of resolution number 2025-07. A resolution ratifying the City of Hammond through the Hammond Redevelopment Commission, making a good faith offer to purchase pursuant to IC reference 32-24-1-5, proceeding with a condemnation lawsuit pursuant to IC reference 32-24-1, ETSEQ, EDISEC, I think that's what that stands for. It's like something formally after legal document. Turn this over to Attorney Westland.
So this resolution authorizes, well, it's recognizing the Hammond City Council's resolution, which found the property at 7305 Indianapolis Boulevard to be a property in need of redevelopment, what we used to call blighted, but now statutorily we call it in need of redevelopment, and authorizing the Redevelopment Commission to proceed forward with the filing of an eminent domain case so that the property can be revitalized. The property has previously received citations, including but not limited to junk vehicles, nuisance violations, the parking lot, the overall condition of the property, and the improvements. So the City Council is authorizing the Redevelopment Commission, requesting the Redevelopment Commission to pass this resolution 2025-07, which is a prerequisite to filing the lawsuit for condemnation.
We're gonna do condemnation and do eminent domain.
Well, that's the same thing. Condemnation, eminent domain are synonymous.
I believe this is the lot just south of the muffler shop. There was a parcel there.
It's called,
Yeah.
there's an entity there that is a tenant right now that's called Cooper's Garage, if you pass it.
Right.
Oh, that's,
Yeah.
okay.
It's right on the corner.
That's what my husband
Yeah, but I'm
said,
saying
it was
that
Cooper's
parcel is
Garage.
just adjacent to,
Yeah.
The old mucker. Yeah.
all right. Well, thank you, Attorney Weston. Anybody got any questions on this resolution?
Mr. President, if there's no further discussion or any questions, I'll make a motion for the approval of resolution number 2025-07, resolution ratifying the city of Hammond through the Hammond Redevelopment Commission, making a good faith offer to purchase pursuant to Indiana Code 322415, and proceeding with the condemnation lawsuit pursuant to Indiana Code 32-241.
Second.
Okay, a motion's been made by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Kabaki.
No, it wasn't.
Let's have a roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Kubaki,
Yes.
Mosley Shelton,
Yes.
Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 5 yes. Okay, number 7, approval, forensics proposal for further soil delineation at 1301 Highland Street.
Good evening, Commissioners, staff, and venerable attorney. This is the Memorial Park property, 1301 Highland. This board, or this council, has approved a project with Enviroforensics to analyze, delineate, and remediate certain soil contamination on the property, which is mercury, arsenic, and lead. The original condition was found by your consultant, Americo, I believe. They determined that the site had contamination on it. This commission had approved a contract with Enviroforensics to mitigate that. They still needed to really determine where the boundaries were. Through that process, they found that under the original agreement, they found that the earlier testing data showed certain contaminants in certain levels and didn't sample for those contaminants in that same location. And so we've come up to a point where we got mixed information after we went out the original contract, the current contract with Enviroforensics. So we need more delineation. We didn't overrun the project yet, but we still know that we have the remediation that's set aside for, I think it's $125,000 already set aside to do that cleanup. But we need to really define where those places are. So we're asking for an additional amount to be funded in the amount of $27,397, which basically accounts for 5 days of the consultant to be out there collecting and analyzing the data and determining what the boundary is for the contamination. And then we can clearly define what area needs to be disposed. So it's sort of unusual to come to you at this stage when there's money left on the table. But knowing that we are going to overrun the delineation line item, I asked the consultant to, let's just go ahead and get in front of it now, because I'm sure we're still going to use the 125 for remediation there, because there's so much material that has to be removed. So that's sort of where we are. It's on my recommendation that you consider this for approval, and I'd take any questions you might have.
Okay. I don't have anything. You're right, sometimes when you get into these projects, you never know what's under the soil, so.
Hammond's old.
Yeah.
Mr. President, if there are no further questions or discussion, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of EnviroForensics proposal for further soil delineation at 1301 Highland Street.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made by Commissioner Shelton, second by Commissioner Tomich. Let's have a roll call.
Tomich,
Yes.
Kubaki?
Yes.
Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myricks?
Yes.
Popperidge?
Yes, motion passes 5 yes.
Thank you. Grateful to the commission.
Thank you. Okay, and number 8 is our bills, register of claims.
Mr. Commissioner, Mr. President, sorry, I always do that. If there's no further questions or any discussion on any of the bills, we've been handed a new set of register of claims. I make a motion for the approval of the claims beginning with the date 5/1/25 and ending with claims dated 5/15/25, claim number R67113 through R67190 inclusive.
Second.
Okay, thank you. Motion's been made by Commissioner Tomich, second by Commissioner Kubaki. That's register of claims dating May 1st, 2025 through May 15th, 2025, claim R67113 through claim R67190 inclusive. Is there any questions on these claims for staff? Okay, roll call then.
Tomich,
Yes.
Kubaki?
Yes.
Mosley Shelton?
Yes.
Myricks?
Yes.
Popperidge?
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Reports, I don't know. Got anything to share, Cynthia or Karen, since you're here? or-
I do not.
Okay, thank you. Number 10 is new and unfinished business. I don't think we have any items tonight. So we'll move straight to number 11, public comment. I will open that up now. Public comment is open. Public comment is open.
Real quick, just maybe more of a report, but wanted to let you know it's going to get a little bit more difficult to get to City Hall. We're going to start resurfacing Columbia Avenue between 167th and Summer Street. That starts right after the holiday. So just wanted to let you know we got a project on Columbia that is desperately needed, and you'll see workers starting Tuesday.
Okay.
Saw the
Thank you very
signs, some of the
much.
signage out
Thank
there
you.
He's so helpful.
for
Yeah, it
lanes
was-
and
You know I'm
stuff.
going to forget for the first 20 times.
Originally planned to start yesterday, but
Yeah.
the contractor held off till after the holiday.
Okay,
So Tuesday,
Tuesday.
if I find another ride, I'll
Yep.
be an extra 10 minutes late.
We can go down to Calumet. right?
no, thank you, Dean, for the update. It's a little aggravation and pain, but then at the finished product, it's well worth it.
So there's one lane open in each direction,
Yeah.
right? So we're going to work on the outside lanes and do concrete curb work first. And then they'll move, then they'll do some resurfacing and then move into the center lane, so.
Is Milestone or Reef and
Yep,
Riley doing?
Milestone. Yep.
Yep, okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the public service announcement.
You're welcome.
All right, I don't see anybody else, so public comment is closed, public comment is closed, public comment is closed. Can we get a number 12?
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
I second it.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned.